Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farah Ilyana binti Zahanabi and my partner is Suhailah binti Hishamuddin. We are going to present our pair work project for STA150 Probability and Statistics. We are from group D1CS1112B and our project will be based on question set F. Here is some content about this slide. Me and my partner will discuss a few questions based on ebook Walpole. We are given a set of questions which is its conclude. Two questions from the topic counting sample point and one question from conditional probability. Both topics are from chapter 2 while one question from chapter 3 the topic is continuous probability and one question about mean of a random variable from chapter 4. Rule 2.2. If an operation can be performed in n1 ways and if for each of these a second operation can be performed in n2 ways and for each of the first two a third operation can be performed in n3 ways and so forth, then the sequence of k operations can be performed in n1, n2 until nk ways. Question 2.21. Registrants at a large convention are offered seat sightseeing tours on each of 3 days. In how many ways can a person arrange to go on a sightseeing tour planned by this convention? So the solution is by multiplication rule, number of ways n1 multiplied by n2. Since n1 equal to 6 tours, n2 equals to 3 days, 6 multiplied by 3 equal to 18. So the answer is there are 18 ways can a person arrange to go on a sightseeing tour. Question 2.33. If a multiple choice test consists of 5 questions, each with 4 possible answers of which only one is correct. A. In how many different ways can a student check off one answer to each question? So the solution is each of 5 questions can be answered in 4 ways. According to rule 2.2, we have k equal to 5 and n1 equal to 4. Therefore, these 5 operations can be performed together in 4 power 5 equal to 1024. So a student can check off one answer to each question in 1024 ways. B. In how many ways can a student check off one answer to each question and get all the answers wrong? There are 4 ways to answer on each of 5 questions. One of these 4 possible answers is a correct answer. So there are 3 incorrect answers for each of 5 questions. Hence, each of 5 questions can be incorrectly answered in 3 different ways. Therefore, according to rule 2.2, we have k equal to 5 and n1 equal to 3. These 5 operations can be performed together in 3 power 5, which is equal to 243. So, a student can check off one answer to each question and get all the answers wrong in 243 ways. Conditional probability. Definition 2.10. The conditional probability of B given A denoted by probability of B even A is defined by probability of B even A equal to probability of A and B over probability of A provided probability of A must be higher than 0. Question 2.80. The probability that an automobile being filled with gasoline also needs an oil change is 0.24. The probability that it needs a new oil filter is 0.4, and the probability that both the oil and the filter need changing is 0.14. The question is A. If the oil has to be changed, what is the probability that a new oil filter is needed? B. If a new oil filter is needed, what is the probability that the oil has to be changed? So the solution is let C for needing an oil change. So probability of C equals to 0.25, and let F for the needing an oil filter. So probability of F is equal to 0.4. So probability of C and F equals to 0.14, which is represent for the both the oil and the filter need changing.
For the first question of 2.80, if the oil has to be changed, what is the probability that a new oil filter is needed? If the oil has to be changed, we need to find the probability that also a new oil filter is needed. So, we need to find the probability that F occurs given that C occurs. According to the definition of the conditional probability, we can find P, the probability F occurs given that C occurs. We can replace the information given in the equations in the formula. 0.14 divided by 0.25 equal to 0.56. For B, if a new oil filter is needed, what is the probability then the oil has to be changed? If a new oil filter is needed, we need to find the probability that the oil has to be changed too. So we need to find the probabilities C occurs given that F occurs. According to the definition of the conditional probability, using the information given in the equations, replace the information given in the formula, and then we get 0.35. Continuous probability distributions. Definition 3.6. The function fs is a probability density function PDF for the continuous random variable x defined over the set of real numbers if, firstly, 2fx larger or equal than 0 for all x. Second, integral fs between negative infinity and positive infinity equal to 1. Third, probability x between a and b equal to integral fx between a and b. Question 3.9. The proportion of people who respond to a certain mail-order solicitation is a continuous random variable x that has the density function. For the first question, show that the probability is that x is bigger than 0 and smaller than 1 equal to 1. Using the formula x is bigger than a but smaller than b, replace b with 1 and a with 0, and then we can calculate it. Before integrate, we need to factorize the fractions in the equations. After integrate, replace x with 1 and 0. Find the probability that more than quarter but fewer than half of the people contacted will respond to this type of solicitation. Using the same formula in A, replace b with 1 over 2 and a with 1 over 4. Mean of a random variable. Theorem 4.1. Let x be a random variable with probability distribution fx. The expected value of the random variable gx is mu gs equal egs equals sum gs fx if x is discrete, and mu gs equal egs equal integrate gs fx dx if x is continuous. Question 4.17. In this question, we need to find mu gx. Since x is discrete random variable, we need to use this formula where fx is probability distribution. We also have been given the gx. Mu gx equals to sum x dx times fx equals to sum x in brackets to x plus 1 square fx. After we put the information given in the formula, the answer that we get is 209. That's all. Thank you.